Hello, dwarfs and dwarfettes. This is Mick JuryDutySummons. Excuse me. I would like to today talk a bit about setting up early defenses for your fortress. We haven't been attacked yet, but it's only a matter of time. So what I've done since we've last talked is I've added a little room here, which we're going to use in just a moment. And I've also created I moved the dormitory over here and put some statues in it for no particular reason. Other than dwarves like their statues. Okay, so this is our main entrance. It is quite large, and it's going to be a bit hard to defend as far as traps go, because we're going to have to put two traps side by side to even catch one creature coming in. That's not too bad, but what I would like to do is to make that just a little bit more difficult. So what we're going to do is make a side passage into the fortress, and then after we're done, we're going to make it so that way that side passage is the only practical way to get in. We do that. So right now I'm just setting out the place we're going to put the side passage. Let's see. I don't want to go too far in that direction, but let's go up to there. We'll go all the way up to here. Come over. Go down. There we go. That should be a winding enough road. Alright, and so how are we going to force them to go through that passage? Well, there is a way to block off this passage, this main passage here, on a whim. So what we'll do is we'll do D for designate, H for channel, and so that means it digs down into the next layer without leaving a floor. So we'll do that from, let's say, right here up to... Yep, right there. We'll do that much right there. That's fine. And then once that's channeled out, we can build a bridge over it. So that way we can lift the bridge up and block the passage off when we need to. And the creatures won't be able to come in through here. Let's see what's right below there. Make sure we're not digging into anything. Okay. Cool. Let's get the... Alright, so we got that designated and ready to go. We're going to need some components, some materials to make the traps. Oh, sorry. My plan here is that this winding road, we're going to put a bunch of traps in here, so any kind of invasions will have to go through all these traps. And so to do that, we'll need some trap components. So I'm going to build a workshop called let's see, Mechanics Workshop, a T apparently. So we'll put that there. I'm going to put it in the corner because I want to use this space for something else also. So we'll put the Mechanics Workshop there. There we go. And since the mechanic is going to need to be able to put stuff somewhere, he needs a furniture stockpile nearby. He can use the other one, but that one's getting kind of full. So I'm going to put a small one over here next to him. And that should do it. Let's see. Yep, so okay, so we'll let the dwarves get busy. I'm going to come over here to the Carpenters Workshop and add a new task. And what we want to build for one of the traps is going to be a... Where's it at? Enormous... Nope. Yes, spiked wooden ball. As far as trap components go, the spiked balls, the metal ones are better, but the wooden ones, those will be good early on. So I'm going to build 10. That's going to be enough for one trap. For the other traps, I'm going to use, you can just do what's called a Stonefall trap, which is really handy too. Let's see. Yep, that's good for now on that. Let's see what we can do in here. Is there anything I need? Nope, nothing I need yet. So we'll let the dwarves get to work. That's definitely going to take a while. So you can see them just digging away right there. They're actually almost finished with channeling. Look at that. Oh, they almost finished. They decided to go do something else instead. Dang it. Alright, so let's pause. We can dig down so you can see how where they channel down into that. What we also need to do is designate and then remove the ramps. So these up arrows, these are ramps. So someone could walk into the channel, come up to the other side. So we don't want that to happen. So we're going to remove all of them but the left-hand side. So if one of our doors falls into there, just at random, they can still get out. Or if something is dropped in here, we can still retrieve it. Alright, so there we go. Once the dwarves are finished with that tunnel, they'll be ready to do that. Ta-da! Oh. So, right now, until our bridge is finished, if a dwarf wants to leave the fortress, they'll have to go through that long path. That's alright. Oh, looks like our mechanics workshop is finished. So we're going to make rock mechanisms. So AT, add task, and mechanism. There we go. So we got a bunch there. That tends to be enough for now. Each trap is going to require one or more. So he's made a couple of their spiked balls. So that's good. Oops, what am I doing? There we go. Let's see. Let's build the bridge. So B for build. And we're looking for what's called Retractable Bridge. Yeah, I hate it when this happens. When I know exactly where something is at, yet I end up passing over it. You guys are all going to be going, it's right there, Jury. It's right there. Bridge. Oh, bridge. I was looking for Retractable Bridge. You know, I've played this game before, I swear. Alright, excuse me. This is another thing that expands based on that weird UMKH thing. So we'll make this, we'll do K a few times to make this long enough to cover the space. So there we go. Let's pick up one more. There we go. So you need to have one edge. So the edge that we're going to have it retract towards, we want to have over here, at, on a surface here. And if you look over there on the this area, it says raise direction. So we want to change the raise direction. We're going to hit, let's see, WASD. So we'll do D so it raises to the right. That way the bridge is on the side, on our side. And then we want it one taller. So there we go. Perfect. So we'll place it. So I got to choose a material to make it out of. Let's go with conglomerate. We need to use 4 conglomerate to make this bridge. There we go. We'll let them get right to it. Do I have a mechanic? I thought I had a mechanic. Alright, time to check Dwarf Therapist to see if I have a mechanic. Yep. I sure do. Oh, okay. The reason why he's not building the components is he's busy building the bridge. Well, alright, I guess. I guess that's fine. Oh, boy. Dang dwarves. There we go. So you can see the other dwarves are supplying our carpenter with wood. So every time he uses wood, other dwarves will go and get some more wood to fill up the stockpile. Every time a stockpile is less than full, jobs are created to go grab things that would otherwise fill the stockpile, if they can. Oh, bridge is nearly finished. Come on, finish that bridge. Ta-da! The bridge is finished. Sweet. Alright, and so he's going to be working on the mechanisms now. Perfect. Okay. And how are we doing on the spike balls? Oh, we can make some more. Let's do that. Alright, there's a couple different options here. In the Carpenters Workshop, you can do a wooden corkscrew, you can do a spiked wooden ball, or a menacing wooden spike. These 3 items here can be used for traps. The spiked ball gets to hit 3 times, so it's probably the better option early on. The wooden spike, any kind of spike rather, will do better against guys that are really highly armored. So, but for now, we're going to do the wooden ball because the goblins we'll face early on are not going to be that powerful. So we're going to do 10 more, which means we can do a second spike trap rather than just go stone traps. So there's a bunch of different kinds of traps. Stonefall traps are decent for early stuff, but they're going to require that the dwarves go and reload them after each time they're used. Something like a spike ball trap or any kind of weapon trap will not have that issue. Alright, let's see. You know, I don't want him to build all that many, so we'll go over here at C to cancel some of these. So we got 4. We have 2 finished. We'll make it 5 plus the 2 finished. And that'll give us 7 altogether, which should be good to start. Okay. Okay. So in order to control that bridge, we're going to have to build a lever to do so. So we'll go up to traps and levers. So that's a capital T. And then we'll go to lever. And I'm going to build one over here in our dining hall because that is going to be a good place for it. So we gotta, since you need a lever to do that, to build it. You need a mechanism to build a lever, which is fine. So our mechanic is going to, what is he going way the hell down there for? You dummy, you got rocks closer. Oh wait, do we have any rocks left there? Yeah, we got plenty. Alright, and once the lever is built, it's going to take 2 more mechanisms to connect the bridge to the lever. We'll do that in a moment once it's finished. Let's see. The cats are checking it out. Where is it getting that stone from? See, I'm digging something down here for later. Since we have a bunch of idle dwarves, what I'm going to do is I'm going to dump some of the stone, because I'm going to have to dump it anyway at some point. And right now nothing else is happening, so that'll work out fine. I prefer the mechanic to actually go to that closer pile than try to go downstairs and whatever. So there we go. All the dwarves are now busy hauling stone, except for the ones who have more important jobs. Oh, the mechanic is finished, so he's going to be building the lever next, I would hope. Nope, he is hauling stones instead. Oh, let's stop that. No. Yeah, never mind. I'll just let it go. Let it finish, dummy. Crikey's. Well, I'm going to pause it right here until we're ready to build some traps. One thing I would like to mention is if you look at a workshop like that, like the Carpenters Workshop we're looking at right now, and you can see in the upper right hand corner where it says CLT, that means the shop is cluttered because there's no place for them to put their materials. So let's check what's in there. So you can see a bunch of spike traps, or a bunch of spiked balls, which is kind of what we're expecting, so not a surprise. Anyway, back to pause while my dwarves work things out. Oh, we got more migrants. Well, alrighty then. That's pretty soon. Pretty quicker than I thought it would happen. Anyway, let's go back to the fortress. We have enough here to start building some traps. I don't quite have enough to finish building the traps, but let's first link the lever. So we're going to add a task to link the lever. Link to bridge is B, the first one. And so you need to do a plus and minus to cycle between the different bridges. But since there's only one, we'll just hit enter to assign it. and then you have to use two mechanisms. And usually you'd want to choose the more valuable mechanism because it makes the whole building more valuable. But we're going to end up using all the mechanisms anyway. So there we go. We have the current task. We'll let that happen. All right, and we want to build some traps now. So there we go. Let's go over to capital T for traps. Let's build a couple Stonefall traps. A Stonefall trap hits once, but it has to be reloaded by a mechanic. So they're not as useful as they could be, but they're still pretty good. Now I want to put it up here. So take a mechanism, another Stonefall trap, another mechanism, and we'll do a weapon trap to begin with. Since the invaders can go from here up to there without passing on this step, until we end up filling up this area, I'm not going to put the trap in that corner. The same goes for the other corners. All right, so weapon trap here. So choose a mechanism, and then we're going to use just 10 of the spiked balls. There we go. Which means we have 7 left, which is fine. And I think that's all we have for mechanism. We have one more mechanism left, but we're going to build one more weapon trap. So we'll hold off to that. Hold on to that. All right, so that's gonna keep that mechanic busy. Yep. So he's gonna hook up that lever first. Okay. I will unpause after they finish their job. Okay, so we have the bridge hooked up completely, and we have several traps ready. Besides the Stonefall traps and the weapon spike ball traps, I would recommend doing a bunch of cage traps as well. Probably in this main passage, I'm probably going to put maybe 5 or 6 rows, and that'll be the last line of defense. Cage traps are really good, but they don't catch everything, and then you actually have to reload them, and you have to deal with having a caged goblin. It's not a huge deal, but it is something you have to worry about then. So let's show you. I'll show you how that lever works. So you'll add a new task. So if you want to lift a bridge, you add a new task and capital P for the pull the lever task. And so then we'll hit escape, and then we'll hit play for a second. Bam, there we go. We'll let that come up, and there we go. The bridge came up. It looks like the cat fell. Oh, did we kill the cat? I hope we didn't kill the cat. That's one thing you gotta be careful about, is making sure nothing's on it when that happens. Oh, nope, cat's okay. Yay! So there we go. And now you can see everybody's pathing through that hallway right there instead of that main pathway. So that forces everybody to walk all over our traps. Cool. And as time goes on, we'll add a bunch more traps to that. Better traps. Some stuff using metal from forges once we get those set up. And let's put that back down because it's not convenient. All right, excellent. Traps are all finished, and I have a caravan we have to get ready for. All right, talk to you guys later.